think about how McDonald's, Nike, Coca-Cola literally spend billions of dollars to try and get your attention. Hey guys, it's Lauren here. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything having to do with psychology, manifesting, and the law of attraction. Today I have an awesome topic for you guys, and it's really going to clear up for a lot of you why you're having trouble manifesting specific things in your world, or more than that, why you keep seeing things that are completely unpreferred happening over and over and over again in a cycle. Well, today I'm going to explain it to you, and it has everything to do with energy, okay? Yes, energy. So you might think you already know everything that there is to know about energy or your attention or your focus, but I'm going to try and break it down for you in a way that you probably never thought of before and show you how you could actually be giving a lot of energy and attention and focus to things that you don't want to manifest in your world. The goal of this video is to break down the 8 ways in which you are actually giving your energy, attention, and focus to things that aren't serving you, and instead be able to draw back that energy, attention, and focus so you can manifest the things that you do want into your life. That being said, I think we all already know that this is an attention-based universe or a focus-based universe, or however you want to put it. What you put your focus on, what your attention on, it grows, and what you remove your attention and focus from obviously gets smaller in your world. This is the fundamental basis of all of manifesting and law of attraction. Attention, your energy, or focus is all of you. Your very presence, your very existence, anything that comes from you has energy, attention, and focus. And if you're not aware of these subtle differences, you're going to be giving a lot of that energy, attention, and focus to things that you would not want to give it to. So let's start with the first one, okay? The first one is obviously your thoughts. So if you're familiar with manifesting and the law of attraction, you know your thoughts are creating your reality. Your thoughts in themselves have tons of energy, and where you place your thoughts actually creates kind of a dynamic in your life. So for example, when it comes to a specific person, if you put that person on a pedestal above you in your mind, you're creating all sorts of energetic things that will kind of push that person away from you. The second thing is actually your line of sight. Your line of sight has a lot of energy. Okay, when you choose to look at somebody, or you choose, someone walks into the room and you look at them, you're actually giving them your energy, your attention, your focus. It's really powerful. If you don't believe me about how powerful this is, try this experiment. You can go in an area where there's people walking by, okay, like a little bit of a flow of traffic, and just look down at the ground at something. Or alternatively, look up. Just look up at something and just stand still and look up. And you're going to see that people will start walking by you and start looking up at what you're looking at. Even if you're looking at absolutely nothing, people will start to get curious, because where your attention goes, where your line of vision goes and your focus goes, actually has power and can influence the world around you. The third way is actually through your emotions. So your emotional reactions have a lot of power and energy to them. So if something happens and you react to it by screaming, getting angry, crying, being upset, or any other range of emotions, you are giving energy to that situation. So it's absolutely something to be aware of, that your emotional reactions could actually be keeping the unpreferred manifestation in play, as opposed to letting it just kind of die out. I know a lot of law of attraction people are all about the mental, but actually the 3D world, what you do is indicative of what's going on over here. So when you take actions, for example, that are opposite to how you think, you are reinforcing that thing in your world, right? Let's say you have a belief, people treat me a certain way, right? And then in your real world, in the everyday world, your physical actions don't match that belief. Well, that is going to be negating, your manifestation. So it's something you have to be aware of. Your physical actions do have energy and power within themselves. So I love this next one. That is that your presence has energetic value. So you being in a place, you choosing to be in a place has value, right? Because you can't be having the existence and the reality that you're having if you're not present there, right? So when you choose to remove your presence from somewhere, you are actually lowering the value of that thing in your own eyes. You are lowering the energy and attention that you are giving to that thing. Someone who understood this well was Mother Teresa. They asked her, why don't you go to these anti-war rallies? And she said, I'm not going to go to an anti-war rally. I'll go to a rally that's pro-peace. Because she understood that her presence at something, even if it was anti-war, so long as it was actually about war, Her presence there was giving energy to the concept of war. And she would prefer that her presence be giving energy to the concept of peace. Okay, so that's just a little example of how just your presence in a place is actually making a very big statement and has a lot of weight to it. Number 6 is words. The words that you choose to use and the things that you say hold a lot of weight for your manifestation. What I want to drive home here is that the phrase, speaking it into existence, is literal. It's for this reason that affirmations are one of the most effective tools for reprogramming your subconscious mind to fulfill your manifestations. In the book, The 4 Agreements, a book about how to live the best life possible, the first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. The author Don Miguel Ruiz says it's important to keep the promises you make to yourself and others and to use words to speak the truth. That's because your words actually hold energetic weight. Another example of the power of your words comes from a sermon by Pastor Joel Osteen. He said, "Words are like seeds. They have creative power. The more you talk about it, the more you call it in. Your words will give life to what you are saying. You can change your world by simply changing your words. You can use your words to be a blessing in your life or a curse on your life." And I couldn't agree more. So ask yourself, are you using your words to affirm your manifestations and what you want to realize into reality? Or do your words lack intention and often focus on the negative? The 7th thing is who you give your ear to, okay? And this is for many things. You know, that's the music you consume, the media that you listen to, and the people in your life that you listen to on a regular basis. It doesn't matter if they're family or they're friends or acquaintances. You know, if someone is saying something over and over and over again and you allow them to have your ear, which is you're listening, you're putting it into your mind, that's you're energetically consuming, okay, and you allow that to happen, you could be hindering your goals and your manifestation goals by allowing those ideas kind of to seep into your mind from external to you, especially if those are unpreferred things, you know. So many of my clients tell me that they have family, friends, or acquaintances, or they watch media or TV shows that are opposite of what they're trying to achieve. You know, someone could tell them they don't look good, or that they're never going to make it, or they can't do that job, they're not smart enough. And when you give your ear to those ideas, you are giving those ideas strength in your world. So it's very important to recognize where, what you're listening to and what you give your ear to. And the last one, which is really an interesting one, is accumulated energy. Where do you put your accumulated energy? Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there's a couple ways you can do it, but a great example is money, okay? Money is energy that you've accumulated from energy that you've put out. And if you put your money towards things that are not to your benefit, meaning you buy things that are not helping you, like let's say you want to get fit, but you spend all your money on fast food, well, you are hindering your manifestation, not because it's logical, but literally because you are putting energy out onto things that aren't serving you. So watching where you put, your money specifically is also super important. And the last example I want to give you guys to really hit home how powerful your attention, your focus, your energy is, and why it's so important to control this focus and energy is really think about all the biggest companies in the world. Think about how McDonald's, Nike, Coca-Cola literally spend billions of dollars to try and get your attention. Okay, that says something about your attention. It says that your attention is extremely valuable, and they know that all they need is your attention and your focus, and that later could be turned into dollars, because as we stated before, dollars is just another form of energy. Okay, so think about that when you think about where you're putting your attention, your focus, and energy. Are you putting it on things that serve your highest good? Are you putting it on things that are going to actually benefit you? Or are you putting it on the things that you would like to see less of in your world? Okay, it's very important to recognize the difference. All right, guys, I hope this video helped you, and I hope that now you can be more aware of how your energy is affecting your life in all the different modalities that I mentioned. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a comment down below and to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.